Hi guys, it's Brenda from Planty Pants. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching any of my videos, thank you so much for joining me. I am trying to do a video every week, but I'm struggling a little bit, to be honest, about plants, all things plants, repotting, troubleshooting, prop boxes, propagation, do's and don'ts, and wills and won'ts, and the ones I love and the ones that don't love me. So today, I had a real hard time thinking about what I was going to do because I have so many things going on in my mind. I have them all written down, which is essential. But I have to do some chopping and propping. And these are all plants that are very special to me. They're not, I feel like I chop and prop all the time, and I know that probably a lot of y'all do too, so I don't want to show you all my prop and chop videos because some of them are really boring. Prop and chop pothos or, I don't know, syngonium, But these are near and dear to my heart, all of them, and they all have little stories, but I have to start a whole new box, and I hope it's big enough to hold what I need to do today, and this time I decided to use perlite instead of orchid moss, like sphagnum moss. So we'll see how that goes, because this is the first for me. I really haven't had very good luck historically with perlite and proppings, but I've heard so many positive things about it, so I'm going for it this time. And it's a good comparison for me because I know how long it took me for the last two prop boxes, which are busting at the seams. That's another video I need to do for you. All right. The thing is, when you cut and prop your plants, unless you want to have a million plants in your home, you have to figure out what you're going to do with them. And I don't really want to get to selling them too much, except for on Facebook Marketplace, which right now I have some of just regular plants listed on Facebook Marketplace, some props actually. But you're going to be overrun with plants, and I'm already overwhelmed some days. You know what I'm saying? And it's summertime, and my garden's out there, and I am going to give you a little quick update on my garden. I've got some pretty positive feedback about it last time. We've had some challenges, but, got to keep going. So, without further ado, let's get going. First plant that I'm going to chop and prop, I bought as one or maybe two leaves. It's a silver sword philodendron. Silver stripe philodendron. And when I first got it, like the first couple of leaves, see how perfectly striped the leaf was? It was just one stripe right down the center. And then as it started growing, it really wasn't giving me very many stripes. And then I got this guy. And then as she matured, I got more and more beautiful leaves. So now this one's the one at the top, which looks great. But as you can see, this is my plant. And, I'm feeling like it's not living its best life. I feel like I would like to see a nice full pot of silver stripe philodendron. So what I'm going to do, let me bring you down here with me a little bit. What I'm going to do is unstake it, take this stake out. So it's pretty long. So what I'm going to do is, one of the things I'm going to do, which is why I have the mat here, is I'm going to check the soil because it really doesn't grow. I just watered it so it's wet, but I really have no sign that it's root bound or anything, and I just feel like it needs some fresh soil because it's been in this little pot for a while. So I am going to cut it with freshly cleaned and sanitized scissors, probably right here, right above this node right here. And God willing, and He always is for me, this will grow. Another growth point will grow, either from here or maybe down here. Here. Beautiful plant though, right? I know, I feel like I paid a lot of money for two little leaves. It's ridiculous what I pay sometimes, but okay, so I'm going to go ahead and check the, bring it down a little bit farther. I'm going to check and see what's going on in here. Give it a little poke. Poke it very hard with that. Give it this poke. Oh, maybe it's more root bound than I thought. Oh my goodness. All right. Wow. I guess it is. definitely need some nice fresh soil, I think. So, oh my gosh, what is going on? Totally stuck to the side of the pot. All right, well, I'm certainly getting down to the roots now. All right, here we go. Ooh! Wow. That is a pretty substantial root ball, and it is really, really wet, and I'm going to give it some nice new soil. Get rid of this little piece of, you know what, I'm really rethinking, you know how I thought I was so clever with these screens that I put at the bottom of the pot so that it won't, get dirt won't fall out everywhere. The roots grow right through these screens, and I really feel like, although there's only minimal damage, but wow, this is a beautiful root system. Beautiful. Really nice. None of them are coming off, so they're healthy. They're not dead or anything. Literally none of them are coming off. All right, so I am going to repot this in fresh soil. You know what? I feel like I need to rinse this pot out. So give me 2 seconds. Hold on. Back again. This pot cleaned out so nicely. I love this little pot. Look how cute it is. It's got a hole, so what's not to love, right? All right, so I'm gonna get this really damp soil out of here. And I have in this little jar some really good potting mix. Put a little bit in the bottom. Not too much. Put those gorgeous roots right back in there. You see good? Like that. Tuck them in. I think it's going to be pretty happy with what I'm doing here. Sure of it. Just press it down a teeny bit. I just saw freaking fungus gnat. Oh my gosh. Nope. Alright, I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid! There. So I'll go ahead and stake this one up and put it right back where she was. She lives in my IKEA cabinet. She loves it in there. Look how beautiful that growth is. Alright, silver striped philodendron. So that one's going to go there. So now I'm going to take this piece right here, and we are going to, we'll cut a little piece of that off, and we're going to do it one right in between, 2, 3, got some beautiful aerial roots already. I think I'm going to put this on a moss pole too, you guys, when these root. I might leave that piece like that. I think I will. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 pieces, okay? So I'm going to put those aside. I did pop that top piece off. All right, so again. So now my next plant that I need to chop and prop is supposed to be Epiprem Skeleton Key. And I've done some research, and the juveniles do have leaves like this, okay? Oops, dadgummit. So this is what she's putting out for leaves. I don't see any sign at all. Oh, wait a minute. I really don't know. I don't see any signs that it's going to take on the shape of the typical skeleton key, which is why it has that name. It gets almost just like a stingray. It gets skinnier and it has almost like a pointed tip right here on the end. So where's that silver stripe? Let me put this back here. I did a bunch of weeding to this today. Bunch of weeding. Okay, so I'm going to take this off of here, and I'm going to, it almost looks like a Monstera Stiltepicana, but it better not be. I wanted this other really rare plant that was supposed to be something, I can't even remember, something awesome. And it ended up being a Stiltepicana, which I already had a big, beautiful one, so it's like, oh man. So I have, you know, two. So this one probably could use a repot too. Do I have enough soil? Maybe. I think so. So I'm going to cut this one off, probably right here, right near the top. Again, you know, it's probably going to grow from a point near that top where I just cut it. I'm definitely going to repot that. It looks bizarre. I'm going to repot this and sink some of those aerial roots. Yeah, I think that'll really help it to get a nice strong root system. So now I'm going to cut these again, just between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think I'm going to keep this the top, so I'm just going to cut a little bit more of that piece off. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So that's 11 props right now that we have. Oh, that's a lot. Oh my goodness. I have to get my brace. Mother's Day gift for my beautiful daughter. She had it made for me. Isn't that awesome? Happy 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm done with that one. And then I'll just tell you the sad story. Yesterday, I was looking at some of my plants, and my Philodendron lichens was I had a lot of dead leaves. It looked like something was wrong with it. Some of the leaves were turned yellow. They were spotted. I couldn't really see any pests. And from here on, it looked good, which is a really long, beautiful piece. And so I decided that I was going to put it in, see how that one looks? The little dots, they were starting to look like that. And what has already happened to me once is that I got those extrafolar nectararies, or however you say it, on this one before, and it had little dots all over the place, and then right where the little dots were little tiny drops of sap, and it was totally normal for the plant, but I thought it was like, you know, like bug poop. You know how mites and other little critters, they leave sticky residue, which is not good. It was fine. So anyway, so I cut this long piece off, and I was gonna, so it's in Tree Fern. I don't know if any of y'all use this, but I brought the bag right here so I can show it to you. You can get it at the pet store, and this makes a great medium for rooting. It truly, truly does, and it smells so good. It smells like coconut. And you can actually use it by itself, which is what I was doing here. But then I noticed that it's already starting to look like it wasn't a good idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop it, and maybe just leave a little piece in here. But anyway, I'll show you what happened. So I am gonna start at this end. I'm so sad to do this. Look how beautiful the leaves are. But they're starting to curl. I think they're stressed out. Okay, so I'm just gonna start cutting, you guys. I don't want to do it, but I have to do it, so whatever. So I'm gonna cut this one right here, so it's gonna be a bit of a longer top. See, there's a nice new leaf coming. So that's the top piece. And I'm gonna cut some of that off. It's just thick. So then I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, oh my gosh, 4, 5, oh my gosh, what is that? Oh, it's a piece of dirt. I thought it was a thrip. 5, let's see, 6, 7, all right, 8. All right, so I'm not sure if I'm going to leave this one in here or not. but it's just I just cut it. So here's what I was going to do. I was going to take some of this, I don't know about that piece. Some of this tree fern out, and I was going to put this piece of Tetrasperma in there. This story is, I have a big one of these in my sunroom, and it's freaking gorgeous. And it just, oh my gosh, these things grow so fast. I have a piece of this that's in tree fern that I just stuck it like this in tree fern in my bathroom. And so I had to put a stick in it, and it's growing right up the corner of my bathroom. It's so beautiful, and they grow so fast, and look how pretty. So, but this top in that same plant where the other, I have like 3 of these in one pot, and this was the top of one. And it was like right in front of the window for, I guess, too long. Maybe I waited a month or something before I turned it. I don't know. I try to turn my plants pretty regularly. Anyways, you see right here, 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 and here, I cut those roots off. They were freaking 2 feet long. I am not kidding. Nowhere else on the other plants are they long, you know, like longer than this, or maybe a little bit longer. These, there were 4 of them. That was 1. No, 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 that I cut, and literally they were. Anyway. Never seen that happen with these, but that's what happens. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this thing out of here. So I'm gonna take some of this tree bark, put it in here. Have a glass container here, and what you put in with you know, like when you use leca or any kind of hydroponics that you have to use, you know, like fertilized food, nutrient dense water, like liquid dirt or Super Thrive, or you know, water that you put fertilizer in, whatever kind you use. I like to use all different kinds. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here. That was my plan. I was kind of hoping it would just dump out, but nothing's that easy. And it smells so good. It truly does. Maybe I'm a weirdo. I probably am. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my husband's mowing the lawn. I feel like I always do videos when he's outside doing the lawn. I found out today that he doesn't enjoy doing it. Well, it's a riding lawnmower. I would think it would be kind of fun, you know, riding a vehicle around the backyard. Except it's not fun. I literally thought that ever since he got the riding lawnmower that he liked mowing the lawn today. My bubble has burst. He does not love it. So I am putting this beautiful piece of Tetrasperma in here. So I need more. So I'm going to go ahead and grab. This is stuff I had to do, guys. So I got feedback that you like doing chores. So these are my freaking chores this week, I'm doing it. And I make a mess. I make a mess everywhere I go. I bet you my mom thought that too when I was growing up. Alright, a little bit more. This stuff is so awesome, you guys. I think you should just get some and try it. It's a little bit pricey, and you can even get tree fern poles. Like, instead of moss poles, use tree fern poles, but they come from New Zealand, and they're super expensive, and I want them so bad because it's no work. It's just like a brick of this stuff, and they make it in the shape of a pole, really thick and everything, so it's perfect for climbing, and oh my gosh, plants love it, but they're like $30 a piece. so not happening. All right. Ta-da! All right, so I did that. So next we have to go ahead and repot this puppy. I'm kind of afraid to see what's in here, to be honest with you. Woo! I just watered it. Oh, look, roots. That's cool. I don't want to damage those guys. Wait, oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. She's soaked. Oh, Brenda. Wow, this is a really nice root ball, but it's really, really wet. I'm not very happy. Oh, I'm sorry. You couldn't see that. I'm sorry. I'm not too thrilled with. I got my little piece of screen again, and I don't like ripping the roots when there's only a few. I don't mind ripping them if there's tons, but I don't want to rip these roots. I really don't. pulled one little piece off, damn it. Ooh, sorry. I just said damn it. Sorry. See, I feel like I'm just hanging out with one of my friends and talking plants. You are my friend. We're making friends. All right. So, oh my gosh, I don't know how I feel about these poor roots. No wonder. All right, well that's sad looking right there. So, and this is so wet. My gosh, it's not nearly enough. You know, it seems like I've been using a chunky mix forever, but the same things like this makes me think, no, you haven't been, because that's really not very chunky at all. So, all right, I'm putting it back in the same pot. I know, my bad. Let me see if I can find something to plug up that hole with. A little piece of, ooh, look. Put it right over the hole. And, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. Where's that soil? Right there. Put her back in there. Let me bring you down with me, sorry. Okay, so this is what I asked for, and this is what I'm getting. I feel like this should be in a, I don't know. I'm just gonna wrap it around in there, you guys, seriously. This is what I'm doing. I'm wrapping it around. And I don't have enough soil. I have enough to just get it started, but I will finish filling it up. I'm gonna finish filling it up, and I'll tell you guys. See that area right there? Right there. I'm gonna cover it up to right. I'm gonna lay it down a little bit and put the dirt right over it. Okay. All right. So, unfortunately, what I have to do now, because I really have gotten my hand in everything. Even, I mean, I don't even want to touch my little thing, but I have to touch it to turn this off, so I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back again. So, now I have a bunch of things that I have to put in my prop box. So, let me clean up the little mess I made here. Take a sip of my tea, green tea, antioxidants. Okay. Don't need the tree fern. And here is my prop box. Actually, I can put this out of the way to take this in. There went my prop box. All right, I'm just gonna put this right there. Hold on. Okay, so I got these. I feel like I got them at Walmart. I was looking on Amazon, but I couldn't really find any. I really wish these were bigger, but you know, I also have a problem with where to put them. And if they get too big, then I don't know where to put them. You know, they take up a lot of space. So I made space for another prop box. So there we have it. All right, so I'm going to put perlite in here. I'm really not sure how much, you guys. I feel like I have to do a little bit more than that. That's probably enough, right? I bet it is. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm assuming, I think I like to try to put the same ones next to each other. I think I'm kind of weird that way, but all right, so here's all the silver swords. So I am just going to kind of lay them on here. I mean, I feel like that's what you do. Oh, so actually, yeah, put that like that. that piece. Isn't that beautiful? I'm gonna, you know what I think I'm gonna do with this? I'm not gonna put it in here. I'm gonna put it in a little prop box and put it in my IKEA cabinet. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Executive decision. Just changed my mind that fast. It's amazing how you can allow yourself to do that if you want to. All right, so there's 4 in here now. Just trying to cover them over a teeny bit. All right, so now let's go to the skeleton key. Oops, wait, I got one more. Skeleton key. I think all these rest are, oops, there's another one. Okay, all the rest are, oh, there's one. All right, so here we go, skeleton key. Just gonna lay it down there. 1. Let's see what I'm doing. Just gonna lay it down so that the node kind of wants to go down. Oh, look how long that root is already. I'm just burying these roots. I feel like that's what I should do. I think I should put this in a prop box too, in my cabinet. Yeah, I am. All right, another decision. These two are going to go in little orchid pots with sphagnum moss in my cabinet. All right, so now we're down to the Micin. 1. Oh my goodness, that's a dead root. I'm just going to break it off. That's dead, see? It's all yellow and cracked. See how you can just see? So I'm going to get rid of that. Lay it right in here. Another one. That one's kind of dead too. Lay that right in here. I hope I'm going to be able to salvage these because I love Micin. They're so beautiful and they're, oh my gosh, it's almost like, I'm not really into lace and glitter and sparkly things. Bright colors, it's just not my thing. But I love sparkly leaves, sparkly and satin leaves, like these. Love them. So I don't want to lose these. I don't want to lose these. Honestly, you guys, I'm just going out on a limb here. People swear by, I can't believe how many I'm getting in here. That one off. And then I got this piece. I got these 2 pieces. All right, so here's another one. And there's another one. Right? Right. This one has a bunch of roots, so I'm just gonna stick like the whole thing in there and see which ones take. Okay. And then two more. 1. Oh my word. Wait, I don't need all that. I don't need all that stem. Alright. So, they're all laying in there. I mean, they look kind of crazy, but I'm not going to be able to pick it up very good. But, you know. So now I'm just going to spray. I wonder if I should just pour water. Or I wonder if I was supposed to get the stuff wet first. I have no idea, you guys.
Water.
All right. Now I'm going to show you where I'm going to put it because it's important. If I can find my little juice. Oh, there it is. Hold on a second. All right. They are going to go right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you this prop box right now, which I am trying to sell some of the, actually, let me turn you around here. Sorry. These are red emerald philodendron starts, Monstera adansonii, and I have two pieces of Peru in there. And this is a beautiful epi with silver stripes. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it down for you. Look at this. This is like a plant in here. It needs a new home, so I'm just trying to sell them. So I have them on Facebook Marketplace. So having said all of that, these plants have been on a heat mat right here. So I'm going to put this on the heat mat. The new plants, I'm going to put these over here, which is the space that I just prepared for it. And then this one, I'll go ahead and show you what's in here. Is, I think, a bunch of, I got a brandy right there, and then I have a bunch of Monstera celtepecana, which are really growing very well in here. And then also, I think this is a little Philodendron grazile. I'm not sure. I think it is, though. So, yeah. All right. All right, so now I gotta put this back over here. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, you guys. All right. So, I'm going to give you now a tour of the garden outside. The sun is out. It needs to be watered. It looks dry, but it's really not dry. So, let's go. Oops, I'm sorry. Okay. So now we are going into the garden again. It's been a couple of weeks. I feel like it's maybe 3 weeks ago I showed you guys. So the grapes are coming really beautifully, but you know what we're doing this year? We're letting the birds have them. Sometimes we cover them up with the mesh stuff so the birds don't get them, and they're actually just eating grapes. They're not like Concord. They're just like white and purple grapes that you can just eat. But we're just not even going to be bothered with it this year. We're going to let the birds have them, and they're having a great time. So anyways, all right. So here, we just weeded this morning. These are the beans so far this year. Coming along pretty well. A couple of bald spots, but that's just the way it goes. Over here are our tomatoes. And living in Maine, unless you buy tomato plants, which I never ever do, I start with seed. And these were started in my greenhouse. Then you're lucky if you get tomatoes. So they're coming along, but they're not even close to, maybe within a week or two they'll start flowering, maybe, I don't know. But over here we have those 4 heads of cabbage, and here are the peppers. And again, I started these from seed in the greenhouse, and they are just not doing, I know this looks really dry, you guys, but trust me, it gets watered a lot. So here's carrots. Those are coming up nice. We weeded the heck out of that area today. And this is spinach, which I will say happily that this is the first, my first successful crop of spinach that I've ever grown in my life. Every single time I grow spinach, it doesn't grow, so I'm super excited to have this. And I'm going to start cutting it pretty darn quick because that looks delicious. Over here, we have our cucumbers, and these feel like it's kind of slow. I mean, it's been a month. I feel like they should start, they should be climbing. My tomato cages should be on there, which is what I use for my cucumbers, because I don't like them on the ground. I like them to just be trellised, so I use tomato cages. And I don't even use tomato cages for my tomatoes. So yeah, so these are the cucumbers. This here is winter squash of some kind that I grew for my husband. I do not like winter squash at all, but I'm growing it for him. And then on the other side here is summer squash, which I love, sauteed with olive oil and other veggies and seasoning. This is our awesome sprinkling system.
So that's coming good. Looks kind of nice though, right? I love this thing. You know, I had a dream that one day I was going to have a garden like this, and now I do. There's my greenhouse. There's my husband working like he always does on the weekends. All right, here we have kale, which I also love. Again, sporadic here and there. It's bald. Here we have what looks like a delicious butter crunch type of lettuce, which I'm super excited to eat. It's coming along nicely. Very nicely. It looks yummy. And then here, you can hardly see them, but our onions, which onions tend to kind of start slow here. And honestly, it's a terrible crop. Very, very sparse. I'm not very happy. Here we have a patch of horseradish. I think I mentioned that before. I just picked like 7 snails off it today. So nasty. Look, there's one right there. See it? Bugger. All right, so over here we have radishes, which are actually ready to pick. Some of them, see? Yummy, yummy. Radishes are my daughter's favorites, and one of the reasons why I grow them is for her. Over here we have an overspill of peppers, and as you can see, they are struggling. Here we have some garlic. Just starting to come up now. See the flowers? It's really the only one that's starting to do that. This one. Right there. And then over here we have extra tomatoes that we didn't have any place to put, so those are right there. That one's almost non-existent. So is that one. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so yeah, this is my garden, 2022. So I hope you like my little tour.
Well, there you have it. There's a little mini tour of my garden as of July 4th, 2022. We did some cutting and propping and chopping, propagating, and to fill this up with, I think I have some Super Thrive treated water. So that's what I'll fill it up to like here with that. And it absorbs it. It just loves it. And I'll keep you posted on this one. It's just so beautiful. I just love the way it looks like this. Cheap little glass vessel that I got at Goodwill. I mean, not Goodwill. Yeah, Goodwill. It was Goodwill. So, and then I am going to go ahead and put these in orchid moss and put them in my cabinet so that they'll thrive in there, because they both live in there anyway. And they're kind of in a little humidifier now with the crop box. So, and I just have to fill this one up the rest of the way with soil, and we'll go from there. So that's my work for this week. There's always work to do, you guys. Oh my gosh, if I filmed everything that I did every day with my plants, I would be filming all the time. All the time, because I just have so many plants. But I love plants. I love everything about them. I love being able to start to grow them from a seed to the full plant. I love being able to propagate them. I love the colors, the leaves, the smells, the way they look, the way they climb. There's nothing about plants that I don't like, except, well, there are some plants, you know, are really toxic. Obviously, I don't like that, obviously, but plants that hurt aren't my favorites. But they're just so unique, and I just find beauty in all of them, and it's just magnificent. So yeah, so I'm all about it. It's my passion, it's what I do, so I make videos. So thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel if that's your cup of tea. It certainly is mine, and it's my jar of tea. I could just suck that whole thing right down, and as soon as I'm done making this, I totally am going to do that because I'm super thirsty. So yeah, until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, be kind to one another, and God bless.